What's up, everybody? Well, I got another FIREBAT mini PC gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're checking out the Hell Is Us demo. After seeing the chart of what it requires to run, I was like, well, let's try it out and everything. We got a while before this one comes out. I didn't bother with like the Stellar Blade demo, that's coming out in like no time. We'll just play that game when it comes out, you know? But this one's all the way till September at least. So, figured might as well try it out. And so far, it's been playable on everything. Even the Steam Deck might not look glorious, and it does have to rely on upscaling, but it's doing it. Same thing with the Allies. On low, which also puts it down like 50% of 720p, it was actually getting 60 plus. It was pretty nice. Still had its drops here and there, wasn't perfect by any means, but not bad. Not anywhere near as bad as I was expecting. Now, I have a feeling we're gonna have to rely on upscaling on every single computer, even my super high-end ones, but we shall see. Either way, why don't we go ahead and, well, I'm gonna go download some drivers first, because I guess there's some 2661 drivers out now, so we'll go get those, and then we'll hop on into the game.
Well, alright, we're going to try 1080p, just like we did on the Allies, but spoiler alert, it does not go very well. Like, you thought we were getting low FPS on the Allies and the Steam Decks in these menus? Well, when you're doing this, no, it's terrible. Absolutely terrible, unplayable. And I even figured, let's try turning that off, maybe that's messing with it, but no, that did not help us at all. It's just high is too much for this thing, unfortunately. It might be VRAM, it just might be the GPU and CPU are way farther behind the Allies than I thought. Either way, game time.
It's a true serum. It's still experimental, hence the polygraph. I would have tortured you, but my employers insist I use their concoction. Now, let's begin. How did you get into Hadia?
The yellow brick road.
Well, apparently, needs more time. While it's going through your system, curious about something. Why did you do it?
Anyone in my shoes would have done the same.
I think you overestimate human beings. I don't think you realize the time, money, and resources that went into this operation. You pissed off the wrong people. But I'm getting ahead of myself. You were smuggled out of Hadia at age 5, grew up in the foster care system, and dabbled in criminal activities. You managed to pull yourself together and become a decorated soldier. After decades of trying to get back into Hadia, well, you decided to take matters into your own hands. It seems we are ready.
So, 900p medium now, just like we did on the Allies. Now this gets a little closer to being playable, but not quite there yet. This is one of those ones where to even get remotely playable FPS, you gotta play 720p low. And it does not look fantastic all blown up. None of these do. But that's what you gotta do to play on a system like this, unfortunately, and most people probably aren't playing this on a giant-ass TV. It'd probably look not quite as bad on a normal-sized monitor for this kind of system.
You must be lost to wander around Sinedra Forest. I'm afraid I have very little to offer. You're welcome to stay and catch your breath. Frankly, I could use the company.
Who are you?
The name's Ernest Cadell. My family has tilled the earth here for generations. When the Sabinian army dug in for the winter, they used our home as their headquarters. I wasn't here at the time, but my sons were. When I finally came back, the Sabinians were long gone. They left my sons' bodies in the forest. My only solace is knowing that my fourth son might still be alive. I hope he finds his way home, if he's out there somewhere.
Do you know where the village of Jova is located?
It's in Akasa Marshes. It's quite a ways from here. I'm afraid you're going to need a vehicle. Unfortunately, I have none. A group of strange-looking soldiers arrived here last night in an APC. Perhaps you can ask them for help. It's not the first time I've seen them. They always seem to be snooping around here for something.
Where can I find the APC?
They parked their APC just beyond the woods, to the north. Once in the woods, I hung them in the trees so my sons would stop getting lost when they were children. Setharus, bless their souls.
Hey, Gus, Arlo, Otis, please pick up. It's Atticus. I've been trying to call for days now. Phone lines keep going down, so I don't know when I'll be able to call you back, but I'll keep trying. Hey, don't go killing Sabs without me. See you soon. Now we'll do 720p and low, which is not really 720p, but this is what you got to deal with if you want to get remotely playable FPS, and it's definitely not 60 plus very often. It can get to 60 sometimes, but most of the time it seems to be more in the 50s. But you guys will see what I mean once we get in there, and who knows, maybe I'm misremembering and it does better than I thought. That would be nice, but hey, the video won't lie, so let's hop in and see what it can do.
found me. Epsilon 12, right? I can't see shit. I have blood in my eyes. You must have honed in on my distress beacon.
Who are you?
Sifo 451, Epsilon 11. I got separated from my unit. They're still down there behind that door. We were on an SSC, and we got jumped. I'm not sure how I got here. All I remember is hearing that door shutting behind me. I must have triggered something. We need the key to the APC. We need to get the fuck out of here.
Who are you?
I'm not sure.
Who are you?
I'm not sure how I...
Who has the APC key?
The sergeant has the key. He's inside with the team. The sergeant's easy to spot. He's the one with a dark red poncho. Shit. I'm hurt pretty bad. I need to stop the bleeding.
Now for some of that camera recorded gameplay. And when you play a game that really pushes this thing, it loves to drop connection on this controller, unfortunately. Hey, speak of the devil! Like, it couldn't have happened at a more perfect moment. Unless it's low on batteries, but I charged it last night, so it shouldn't be low on batteries. Follow the trees with ease. Alright, it doesn't want to come back now. Alright, let me, it don't connect no more. Awesome. Alright, well. I guess screw this thing. I'm just gonna go plop it over here, I guess. And I guess we'll just have to play with keyboard and mouse, even though it says it's better played with a controller, and even if it wasn't, sitting on the floor like this is not very comfortable, but whatever, I can make do. Alright, that is uncomfortable though. I want to get my spine stuck in a certain way. That works a little better. There we go. Wish I just had like a beanbag chair or something to sit in. I should get one of those. Still not great for my back, no matter what, though. Got our med kit.
Yeah, obviously the game does not look very good, all blown up like it's on a big TV. It didn't look horrid on like little handhelds and stuff. Obviously you could still tell it wasn't the best graphics in the world, but it wasn't as bad looking at this. But I feel like most people with a system like this probably aren't playing on a big old TV like this anyway, you know? Wait. I remember this. Here's where that lockbox is, but I don't have the key. So the guy in the note was wrong. I had no problem finding the rock box. I just couldn't find the key. I could if I sat here running around in circles for a while, but nope. We're just going to continue on.
Good. You got the medkit. Okay. See that ladder over there? Climb it to the top.
Alright.
Take this. You'll need it to open the door. You'll figure it out.
Don't you tell me what I'll figure out. But no, I already know how to do all this since I've done it a bunch of times already. Although, now I'm doing it with keyboard and mouse, so I'll have to check a second and see what key does what, but seems like E does most of the stuff you want to do. Here we got our little stuff we can't read. Oops, hit it one too many times. Oops, whatever, we got where I wanted it eventually. Seems like everything seems to stutter horribly right there. So it's not perfect, it still has some Unreal Engine issues, but I mean, at least right now, even though this thing's not really designed for this game, it's under the minimum specs. If you're alright with it looking not great, you can at least get pretty good FPS, and, you know? Not 60 everywhere, but most of the time. Bunch of cages and people not having a good time. Alright, I know there was somewhere to go in here. Where was it? Certainly not in there. right here. Mouse really should disappear during cutscenes.
Hey, you okay? Hey!
Well, it doesn't seem like it likes us very much. And as usual, guns do nothing.
What the fuck? Shit!
And alright, with that, we wrap up.
Alright guys, that's a wrap for Hell Is Us on the FIREBAT Mini PC. And it may not look very good, but it seemed pretty playable at 900p medium settings, and it was definitely playable at 900 or 720p low setting. Obviously it did not look good by any means, but it at least got playable FPS. So if this is your only system, you know you gotta make some sacrifices. So at least in the beginning area here anyway, it seems like it gets pretty playable FPS. It didn't crash on me or anything, not this time. So that's also nice, but obviously this is not the most optimal way to play it, but it is what it is. Usually that VRAM limitation screws it over. I think that's mostly what it was, because the CPU and GPU should not be that far behind a 780M. But again, it is what it is. Its RAM also holds it back, since I can't overclock it to what it should be. It's stuck at like, I think, what, 4800 megahertz or something like that, versus the handhelds having faster RAM too, so that does help as well for the allies and whatnot. And I think even the Steam Decks have the Steam Decks even have faster memory than this thing does, unfortunately. But hey, it still didn't do as bad as I thought. So that's all for this video though, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.